good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody, depending on where you are in the world. I sure hope it's one of those times. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, today we are here for another episode of the Car Ride Show. Today, I am on my way to Green Door on 8 for a photo shoot. Not actually for Green Door, but for the people that operate out of it, Herbert Sherbert. A wonderful, wonderful small company located in Brooksville, Florida. Some of the best sherbet you will ever have if you ever find yourself in the Florida area, more so like Central Florida. Some of the best stuff you will ever have, and we're about to go do a photo shoot with them. I'm doing some BTS for them, or behind the scenes, taking pictures of them making their ice cream, taking a picture of them making their sherbet, taking photos of possibly some product images if I can get to play with that a little bit, but I don't know about that quite yet. We'll find out when we get there. I'm going to be joining Evan Jordan with Deluxe Media there as well. He's going to be doing some videography for them, showing some of the behind the scenes and some promo stuff for them. And I asked if I could be let in to do some BTS while he's doing the video shoot, and he was okay with that, and they were cool with it. So here we are. We're getting a whole bunch of media done in one day, and it's going to be great. It is currently 5:37, and I'm driving down there. I've got about another, say, 30-minute to 45-minute drive before I get there, so I've got you guys for a little bit. My goal today is to get some really nice candid shots, some nice smiles, some of the behind the scenes with the actual machinery, because I know that they got some new equipment that they might want to show off. But my goal is to get some really nice candid shots and make them look super happy while they're making their ice cream. I mean, they are super happy, but like, show it on camera, because smiles tell a story. All I know is that they said, hey, Evan's coming tomorrow. Do you want to come? And I said, sure. So here we are. I do feel really energetic. I feel really good today. So let's get some solid photos. I also obviously brought my GoPro, not only for the Car Ride Show, but also so that I could potentially record a little bit while I'm there. So that'll be fun. I might get some of my own content. If this freaking red light would turn green, we could get there and get pretty pictures faster. All right, while we're driving, let's turn on some tunes. Boop. Oh, yes, good song. Careful as I write your name. So together, I'm focused on the prize. I'm falling, baby, through the sky of Broadway. Here I come, Broadway. So for all the photographers out there, and also for those of you who are interested in exactly how I operate, here are a few things that I look for when I go and do stuff like this. So first off, when I show up on location, the first thing that I'm doing is meeting the people that I'm supposed to be taking photos of. And in this case, I already know the people that I'm taking photos of, so I basically just have to find them and say, hey, what's going on? Then, once I do that, and also kind of while I'm doing that, I'm constantly looking around the area for good lighting areas, for cool angles and stuff like that, for interesting spots, for stuff that I definitely don't want getting in photos, all of the above, everything that I'm watching for, to make sure that every photo is taken from a decent angle, and to make sure that I know what to look for when I'm trying not to get certain things in images. Once I do that, I get all my SD cards, put them on all the cameras, get everything ready, and start taking pictures, and get my settings right. Then, once my settings are right, I'm in, and I'm taking pictures. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a unique scenario, because while I'm taking pictures, I obviously have to stay out of the way of all of the operations that are happening, and not get in the way of any of the machinery, any of the pathways that they have to consistently follow, and I have to worry about not slowing down any of their process. So, the takeaway from that, once you're in there, make sure that you also study how they move and what equipment they're going to have to get to, so that you can stay out of the way when you need to be, because that's the quickest way to piss off a client, is if you're there but you get in the way of their operations. Your number one goal is to be as invisible as possible, but also get images posed within reason. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a unique scenario, simply because I also have a videographer there with me. Evan Jordan with Deluxe Media, he's going to be there, like I said earlier, and I also have to make sure that I stay out of his way so that he can get all of the shots that he wants. Because technically, this is his day to be doing videography and stuff like that. They scheduled with him far in advance I'm joining them, so I have to stay out of the way of everybody, where he only has to stay out of the way of them and doesn't really have to worry about me. He takes priority in the situation. So I not only have to pay attention to the people who are using the equipment and their routes, but I also have to worry about what angles and shots Evan is going to be looking for, so that I can stay out of the way of him while he gets them. Then once you're done for the day, you get all the photos you need, you either stay until the end of the day and just take pictures until the end, or you know that you've gotten all your photos and you leave. Once you get home, upload all the images so that there's no way that they can get lost and your SD cards are accidentally formatted. Then typically a client likes under 7 days in return. So if you can have all of their photos narrowed down and edited and sent to them in under a week, that is ideal. Preferably as soon as you can. Now in some situations, the client does want more control. So how you can combat that is not narrowing it down as much based on your creative eye, but just narrowing down the absolutely unusable ones and then sending them all of the proofs, and then they get to look through them and narrow them down and say, I like this one and this one and this one and this one. You know, I like A, B, C, and D, and then you just edit those ones that they want, even if you think some of the ones that you had chosen that they didn't choose are better. You have to go with what the client wants because they are always right. So if they're picky, that's how you handle it. If they're not, or if they give you creative direction or liberty over the production, then by all means, you just get home, upload everything, load them into Lightroom, edit the ones that you're gonna give to them, give it to them, get your paycheck, and you're done. So that's kind of the process that I follow when I'm doing events like this. It's not that complicated. It's just a lot to look for and watch for. You always want to make sure you're not getting in the way of anybody because, again, like I said, that's the easiest way to piss off a client. So if you are a wannabe photographer or a professional photographer, just keep that in mind. Everything that I said, that's my process. You can do it however you like. If you're not a photographer but you're just interested in the process, there you go. That's kind of how I go about it. So it's cool. It's fun. I really enjoy it. Nothing's better than when I get to press the shutter button. Oh, that's the lie. Nothing's better than when I'm up on stage. Shutter button comes second. Now, I am particularly excited to do this shoot in particular because Herbert Sherbert is run by two very, very good friends of mine, and I'm really excited to see them because it's been a little bit since I've seen them, and I really, really like their company, as well as Evan with Deluxe Media, really, really good friend of mine. He and I collaborate a lot with a lot of different photography and videography projects, and not necessarily collaborate, but also like just exchange work and talk about what we're doing and stuff. It's a really, really great time. So I'm going to be in the room with a lot of really, really great, motivated, inspirational people, and it's going to be a great couple hours while we're there shooting. I will have Herbert Sherbert's Instagram page and Facebook page linked in the description below, as well as Deluxe Media and Deluxe Brand. I'll have both of those Instagrams, as well as Evan's website, shopdeluxebrand.com, where you can shop for merchandise that supports being the best version of yourself. Really, really comfy stuff. They've got sweatpants and t-shirts, really, really cool stuff. And of course, if you're local, or at the very least, semi-local, you can pick up some Herbert Sherbert because that stuff is the freaking bomb. Alright, well, I'm about to get to Green Door to start shooting with them, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Car Ride Show. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button, as well as subscribe, because it does help the small content creators like myself out in getting our content on the For You page of YouTube. So make sure you do that. Leave feedback down below in the comment section, or shoot me a private message at my Instagram handles, which will also be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.